Hey guys, make sure you stay tuned over the next few weeks as I do have a big announcement for you and I can't wait to share it with you. And I don't think it's something that you can guess. So when I tell you, you'll be very surprised.
Hi YouTubers, it's your girl Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, and I'm coming at you today because I've had a lot of people ask me questions about ways to be confident, ways to feel better and more comfortable in their lives, ways to get over people hating on them, all of that. How do you get through the day with that? And really, I guess for me, it's become a part of my everyday life. It's become a part of who I am, is to be resilient or to continue to move forward in life regardless of what other people think you should be doing, or because they think they can describe who you are, they think they can talk about you. Now, one thing that I will say about this first is you have to check yourself and you have to check who you are. A lot of times we don't like to see what the flaws in ourselves are, what things we need to work on within ourselves. And I know for me, I used to be highly sensitive to what other people had to say about me. And now I'm not going to say that that totally goes away, but when you build up into who you are and what you are, nobody can tell you any different. And that has to do with getting educated. That has to do with whether you're losing weight, whether you're going natural, whether you're trying to change your life in any other form or fashion. I know for me, I started off at a very young age loving to please people, and that was who I was. Like with my mother, I love for my mother to be pleased with everything that I'm doing. I love for her to be happy with who I am and who I've become. So I used to really look for validation. And that was a problem. And what we tend to do is act as if that's okay. We act as if that's something you're supposed to do. And to a certain degree, you should feel validated by your counterparts, your colleagues, the people you work with, the people around you, the people in your everyday life. But the problem comes in when we allow people who don't mean us any good, who really don't care about us and could care two craps about who we become and what we are, that really haven't invested in us as people, and yet we still allow them to have some say-so as to what we become, what we feel we can do, what we feel we can achieve. And what I want to tell you about that is, first of all, I want you all to look at everything that you're doing right now. Make sure that you're happy as a person. I get this question all too often to pass this up and to act as if there's not a difficulty with the happiness you have within yourself. In life, you have to make yourself happy. You have to make yourself comfortable. Every day that you live, don't live it for other people. Because the thing about happy people, and this is what I had to learn on the slide, happy people don't live for other people. They live for themselves. And it's not just for yourself. Of course, your higher being. For me, that's God. Of course, for your friends and your family. But mostly, the only way to be happy is to make sure that you're happy with yourself and with the choices and decisions you make, independently of other people. And so that's what I find to be a lot of the problem. A lot of people that come to me and ask me questions, they're having difficulties because a boyfriend said they were too fat, or a relative said they don't have enough education, or why are you still in school? All those types of questions. And I'll tell you, I've been through it all. You know, knowing my story, a lot of you all that watch me, you know that I'm adopted, first of all. So all odds were against me, first off. I was raised by a single parent African American mother in the hood. I didn't really grow up in the best of areas in St. Louis. My mother did the best that she could, and she did really, really well, instilling in me the values of education and the values of myself as a person. And then that grew to help me want to do better. Now, I'm not going to say that I've always been that way, because if you all know my story, once again, you know I fell into the trap of having low self-esteem, which which rendered itself into me gaining 100 pounds that I had to lose, me getting into relationships that were horrible relationships and horrible situations for me, and also not really caring for myself to the degree that I should have. And when I did, everything came together. That means my education. I was able to get my PhD. I was able to lose the 100 pounds. I was able to love myself enough to be able to say no to things or no to people, or to move forward out of abusive or horrible or, whatever kind of relationships that you subject yourself to. And I think a lot of times we don't love ourselves enough to be able to make our own decisions about who we are and to be happy with who we are truly. And every day I give so much back to myself, because I know at the end of the day, I have to live with whatever I do. Whatever I do, I have to live with it. My mother can't live with it. Yeah, she might have some residual effects from it, but nobody can value me like me. That's why I get up every morning and I work out. That's why I perform so well on my job. That's why, I try to make sure that I make myself feel good. I dress up. I like to take care of myself, because there's only one life. There's only one time, one chance you get at this. No matter what age you become, you'll only be that age one time. So I maximize on everything. People look at me being 28 years old and doing so much. But you know what? It's only because I know that I owe it to myself, if I love myself, to do the most that I can. So I'm going to cut this short and pretty much say to you, it's not about getting over what other people have to say to you. How are you building self-esteem? Self-esteem comes over time. It's not something you can just say, I'm going to get some self-esteem. You have to get some self-love, some grace, and some hope within self. You have to also stop thinking about so much about what other people have to say about you, because at the end of the day, you have to live with you. You have to love you. And that's my word of motivation today, guys. Remember, tomorrow, which is Friday, is my wild card day, so I'll be posting a wild card video. But make sure that you check out my video schedule right here, and it'll tell you more about when my videos post or what days certain videos post. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace.
Have more requests for Beautiful Brown Baby Doll? Head on over to my Facebook fan page, make sure you like it, and shoot me a Facebook inbox right there with your requests. If you'd like to see more of my videos on weight loss or natural hair care, click the links and they'll take you to the playlist. Thanks so much for all your love and support. Continue to rate, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to see Beautiful Brown Baby Doll grow. Thanks, guys. I'm on the quest to change and grow. I let my spirit flow freely to my high calling.